We've got our sports crew out live at Browning Field as they take the score on the road. Hey, guys.
Yeah, David, make no mistake about it. Last week, Kory was off when we had to go to Princeton. And now that we're just up the road, Kory's back.
Hey, I know when to pick and choose when to be here, right?
Exactly. Hey, this is the place to be tonight. We're at Browning Field in Moline. Moline versus Sterling with a share of the Western Big Six Championship on the line. Both teams undefeated in conference play. We're lucky enough to be joined now by the head coach of the Moline Maroons, Mike Morrissey. Coach, before we talk X's and O's and football and stuff, you can see they're kind of painting the field over there. It is homecoming. There's a parade later. How do you get through a day like today, knowing that there's a huge football game that you got to focus on later on?
It's a long week. I think it's a long week for everybody, with all the festivities that are neat for our kids and that they can be involved in throughout the, really starting on Monday all the way through. It is a lot. There's a lot going on. As coaches, we try to bring their focus back in and make sure that they know what's important at the end of the week. But our kids have done a good job. They've done a good job being attentive and mentally locked into what we are trying to accomplish tonight.
Despite all the distractions, how has the week of practice been? I mean, have they been laser focused like you said?
It's been good. It's been good. I mean, there's always ups and downs throughout the course of a week, regardless, whether there's distractions with homecoming or other things like that. But our kids are pretty mature. We got a lot of guys that have played a lot of football games for us throughout the course of their career, and they know when to get everybody else focused and when we need to kind of, retool and revamp things at practice. And overall, we've been really happy with what we've been able to accomplish. And despite the weather here at times throughout the course of the week as well, everybody's got things that are obstacles, but we worry about what we control, and that's what's important.
You got the media, the fans, everybody hyping this up as the Western Big Six Championship, and you get a share of the championship if you do win tonight. How do you tell your kids that? Do you let them hear that, or is this just a football game?
I mean, they know it. You read things, you see things, and honestly, what we've talked about more than anything is just what an exciting atmosphere this is going to be tonight. The game is great and it's exciting, and it's two really good teams that are going to be able to compete, for a share of a title and also, potentially a home playoff game and those things. So they know. I mean, on both sides, I'm sure they know. But it's really just, earning the right to play in a game like this and owning that moment and being excited in that moment and enjoying the really the process to get here, to have an exciting game in front of our community. And it should be an electric night.
You were pretty much in the same spot last year. Both you and Sterling undefeated. You go up there, you beat them last year. It's been you and Sterling winning the conference ever since they've joined. As you get ready to play a home game here, what's the added benefits, added incentive for you guys tonight? Yeah,
I mean, like we talked about, again, the home playoff game and those types of things. And then it's really just to be able to play another really good football team. And I think we mirror each other in a lot of ways on both sides of the ball with just the fundamental push, trying to get our guys in the right position, being creative and trying to do things maybe a little bit differently week to week to give our kids an advantage. I think they do the same thing very, very well. And so I think it's fun when you can play an opponent that you have a lot of respect for, that has obviously earned the opportunity to play in an exciting game like this as well. And like I said, it should be a really, really exciting night for both communities, and we're glad that it's here.
You look at rivalries in the Western Big Six, you think Rocky Moline and UT got lucky and survived the stockpile jinx and beat them this year. But we talked about, Sterling and Moline, you wouldn't think, hey, huge rivals because of logistics and travel. But you guys have played a lot in big games of late. Is there obviously a respectful rivalry, but this is becoming quite a nice little rivalry in football? Yeah,
and I think you hit on the head. I think it's the respect that both programs and coaching staffs have for each other that makes it a really fun night. And when you have two teams that have been able to have success throughout the course of the year and get to a 6-1, into this game, I think that's what makes it exciting for the community as well. It's our program representing our community, their program representing their community, and you're going to get great effort and everything else by both programs, and that's what really high school football is all about.
Your run offense has been really good this year. Riley Fuller has been really good this year. But in the past couple of weeks, Grant Sibley's throwing the ball a little bit more. Is that a wrinkle you've added in?
Yeah, I mean, we thought in the summertime that he was. No, look, everybody knows who we are. There's you're week 7, week 8, you're not hiding anything. But I think Grant has really taken some ownership in the fundamentals of throwing the ball even more recently than he has. And honestly, he's run our system as well as any quarterback we've ever had. And that includes the run game, what his responsibility is on those. And so for him, he's kind of become the blueprint for what we're looking for in a quarterback, just with the detail-oriented approach that he takes to the position. And then when he's able to have success throwing the ball, now it makes things loosen up a little bit. And so it's opened up things for guys like Aubrey Threet and Pablo Perez and Mason Woods to be able to carry the ball a little bit more and take some of that load off of Riley that he's been that he had all season long. So we've come a little bit more multidimensional from that standpoint, which has been nice, and hopefully we can continue that tonight.
Sure. Coach has almost become like a co-host of the Score.
I love being here.
A little bit, yeah.
I love being here. I do.
When we like to do our talkbacks with coaches around the area. The convenience of being in Moline is you can get up to the set. There's not a better drive than a Friday night going to the set because that means
I love that drive. There's literally nothing I love more. I would love to make that drive tonight as well, but also to share that moment with fellow Moline guys and an Alleman guy. It's you can't beat it. You really can't.
One of us picked Moline to win the conference. One of them picked Sterling at the beginning of the year.
That's true.
Hey.
And look,
forgive and forget,
playing,
you know.
Right?
Forgive and forget. And Drew, I won't hold that against you because I just love you too much. If it was the other way around, I'd never let you forget it if it goes well tonight. But no, it's exciting. I do love coming to visit you guys. You guys have the best setup ever here after games, and it's great for our community. It's great for honestly high school football in our area because you guys make it special, and it's something we appreciate big time.
We appreciate that. Of course, we do have a guest griller tonight. Logan Lee will be in the house. We got some steaks, Coach Morrissey. So get a little steak.
That sounds fantastic.
Victory. So we have a lot to get to. Of course, coming up later on, we'll have more on this game. And of course, the Score is tonight, Week 8, a half-hour high school football right here on WQAD. Guys, we'll go back to you in the studio.